So,
1 second though, I think that it would be really important though too. Amanda, tell us why metastatic breast cancer is different. I didn't even know originally what metastatic breast cancer was. So before we jump into your story, can you explain the difference too?
yeah. So metastatic breast cancer is breast cancer that has traveled to other parts of the body. Women who have breast cancer in their breast, and sometimes their lymph nodes are earlier stage, breast cancer patients. But when it starts to go to other organs like your liver, your brain, your lungs, your bones, then we know that the cancer has traveled to distant locations, and it's kind of like the cat's out of the bag. There's a much more difficult time getting rid of it. It's not unheard of, but typically when someone says they have metastatic breast cancer, it has now become more of a chronic illness that they won't ever completely get rid of, but treat like you would diabetes or heart disease. And even within that range, you have women who do really well for many years with metastatic breast cancer. So cancer that maybe stays in their bones but doesn't progress. And some women don't do very well there. So there's a wide range, but typically it means it is now incurable and more of a chronic illness. So my story didn't start out that way. Actually, it was, very different. When I was 27 years old, I felt a lump that I thought nothing of because I was 27 and had no breast cancer history in my family, really. So I got it checked out because I, work at a hospital. So it's pretty easy to call and say, hey, can I come down and get this checked out? And so I did just that. And my primary care physician sent me to a breast specialist, and everyone kept, saying it's probably a fibroadenoma or, something with some benign condition. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of where I went with it. Went all the way through an ultrasound and a biopsy. And honestly, I went on with my weekend, unlike so many other women. I mean, a lot of women probably are waiting by the phone. I didn't think twice about it because I'm like, well, it's going to come back benign,
Right.
So I was really shocked to get the call. I think I had the biopsy on a Friday, and they called me on a Tuesday, and I was getting my MBA at the time, and I was right before going to class, and I got a call. And this radiologist told me that unfortunately it was breast cancer.